Number one, consistency, by far, first and foremost. I want them to come out and execute the offense with a level of consistency where we are making what I call the pitch and catch throws, the easy completions.
Michael, just kind of challenged them yesterday, each of the three quarterbacks. How did they respond tonight?
We came out today and had a good day. But again, I think that's, if nothing else, that's an illustration of the consistency that we need. It's not good enough to have a subpar day yesterday and to come out today and have a great day. We need to perform at a high level day in and day out if we're going to be a great quarterback group.
Have you been disappointed with the start that they've had to camp?
You're always looking to improve and you're always looking to get better. Not having that consistency, yeah, I'd say that's a disappointment. You know, by no means am I panicking. They're good players. We got a bunch of good players in my meeting room, and I know they work hard, and they got the right mentality. So it's just a matter of coming out, performing day in and day out. Yeah.
Mike, did that surprise you that they haven't been consistent? Knowing Justin's a senior, Joshua had some time last year.
Well, you know, again, there's so many factors that go that result in that inconsistency. I can't say I'm surprised. You're always going to shake off a little bit of rust at the beginning of training camp. You know, you can work out all summer long, throw all summer long, but when you start getting people in your face with a pass rush, people in the receivers' faces with press techniques and things like that, it's going to throw off timing and things like that. So, you know, I can't say I'm surprised, but we need to adapt more quickly.
Coach, what are you looking forward to tomorrow during the scrimmage, and with it being the first one, are the quarterbacks going to kind of get equal reps with the one unit?
Well, what I'm looking forward to is the fact that we get to go out and just play ball. The practices have been very productive thus far, but you know, a lot of scripted situations. And tomorrow we get to just kind of put the ball down and play first, second, and third down in consecutive D&Ds, and let our guys react to different situations. Once we get into the red zone, how that will change their thought process and frame of mind, and getting in and out of different first and third down situations. So tomorrow will be a little bit more of the complete package, and we'll be able to incorporate a little bit more of our procedure and tempo into it.
Do you let the quarterbacks go live in that scenario?
I'd be surprised if we do that.
With Dobbs in particular, is there any sort of a mental frustration or anything with him at this point? Just because the way, at least when we've been out there, when he's been throwing the ball, it hasn't quite looked like himself in a lot of ways.
Again, I think it's just that level of consistency, you know, performing at a championship level, one snap at a time. And again, there's that theme of one. So he works hard. He understands what he's doing. And I anticipate that he'll continue to improve over the course of the training camp and into the season.
Obviously, with that job being open, I know desire is probably not a problem for any of those guys in your meeting room. But can you push yourself a little too hard or put too much pressure on yourself, or is this maybe just early camp stuff?
Early camp stuff. Yeah, you know, sure, they're pressing, and I think that's natural when you're competing in that type of situation. But again, I'm not panicking. They're good players, and I anticipate they'll all continue to improve over the course of training camp.
How much easier, if any, easier is it to work with guys who you know work the way that they work? I mean, because you get frustrated, I'm sure, no matter what, but when they seem to be the kind of kids they are, I guess it's probably helps.
The mental part of the game has clicked for all of them, and the progress we've made in understanding the offense has been tremendous. You know, I've found it challenging in the meeting room to challenge them. You know, they're a sharp group and very alert and very intelligent and process information quickly and well. So they've caused me to utilize some creative techniques to try to challenge them and push them to the peak.
Mike, you said you guys had a better day today, a good day today. What was it that impressed you today? I guess what maybe was the light switch on for those guys out there?
Well, again, just playing pitch and catch. When an open receiver is presented, they were able to hook up today. So we need to continue to do that.
And your young receivers, it seems like Josh Malone has even as dialed in maybe as you wanted him to be.
Sure. You know, again, when you're dealing, training camp is completely different than spring ball. You're practicing every day. You're meeting all day long, and it's a different grind than spring ball. So, you know, there's always going to be adjustment, even for guys that are freshmen that were here in the spring and in January. It's a matter of getting used to training camp, and then as we get into the season, getting into the season frame of mind. You know, Coach Jones has pointed out multiple times that 40-something guys on this team have never gone through a season, and from that standpoint, we're still a young team and still have to improve on a daily basis and still have to overcome all those. You know, everything is new to those guys. There's not one of those new freshmen, even though they were here in January. This is a new experience for them here in training camp.
How many more options maybe do you have, without getting specific, obviously, at the tight end position, maybe this year than you had last season, in terms of the numbers, the quality of those players?
Yeah, I mean, you know, last year we had a ton of injuries at that position. By the end of the season, I think we only had one healthy tight end, and that limited us tremendously from a personnel standpoint. Now to have the two freshmen come in with Ethan and Daniel, and to have AJ and Brendan and Alex Ellis back healthy, it allows us a lot more flexibility from a formation standpoint, from a personnel standpoint.
The past couple years, every time he's been healthy and out there, we've generally heard pretty good things about Alex Ellis. What is it about him as a player that y'all like?
Tough kid, athletic, you know, intelligent. Came in as a walk-on quarterback, and has put on in the year and a half that we've been here, has put on 20+ pounds at least, if not more. So he's got the right mental makeup. Obviously, coming off of last season, now he just needs to take the next step.
I thought that's funny. I didn't even know he came in as a quarterback.
Yeah.
But as a walk-on,
he was a high school quarterback. Yes.
But as a walk-on, you know, I guess not all walk-ons are built the same. I mean, that looks like one that has a chance if he can stay.
Sure,
healthy.
he's hungry. He's hungry and works hard. You know, he'll go in and fight every day.
Coach, I guess just asking the coaches about the scrimmages. I guess if you had a checklist of things you want to see tomorrow to walk away satisfied, what would be right around the top of that list?
Consistent performance.
Simple as that?
As simple as that. You know, I'd like obviously the quarterbacks to manage the offense and play pitch and catch, and play at a championship, a consistent championship level. And I'd like to see our offense move with a good tempo and execute the proper procedures.